Okay, this is our first series of Google Analytics offline online data integration. In total we're going to make 3 series. The first series we're going to start off by building a cool application where we plot our Google Analytics data on a Google map using one of the latest BI tools called QlikView. QlikView is a data visualization tool, and I'm going to show you why is it so good to use in combination with Google Analytics in this series. So what you see here is a Google map. You can drill down into the data. So let's go down here. For example, we see our visits from Google Analytics plotted on a Google map here. We can select different map types. For example, satellite. You see the satellite view. We have the road map, and the other map types. We can drill down into countries. So let's say we only want to have Europe data. We get it here, and here we can, for example, choose Italy and Malta, which is pretty close to each other. So here the dots you see here are pulled from Google Analytics and plotted on this particular map, and I'm actually going to show you how to build that. In the later series we're going to add other cool stuff on this as well. We're going to pull some campaign data from Google Analytics and add some cool selection fields here, which allow us to cross-segment and drill down into the data. And obviously we're going to go a step higher, which is pulling offline sales data and plot it in our map. We're going to use some pretty advanced stuff here, as campaign attribution, etc. So it is pretty cool. I hope you're going to enjoy the series. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to have to do to get this working is we're going to have to download the QlikView application. We're going to show you. Yeah, sorry about that. I had a small problem with recording, but I'm back. So we're going to the website www.QlikView.com, and here we will download the QlikView, the free version. It's a personal version. Well, actually, QlikView is always free. The development environment, you can build dashboards and analyze everything. It's fully functional. It's only the portal that'll cost money, but that's out of the focus for this video. You will also need to use the QV source. QV source is a small server application that runs in the background. It's a connector, and it allows you to pull data from different sources: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google Analytics. It allows you to pull this directly into your dashboard, and then automatically which will allow you to automatically refresh the data. So download it. It's still in beta, so for the moment it's still for free. So test it out. I'll assume for the demo that you managed to download it, and I'll skip to the next part. So before we're gonna update the QlikView application, make sure the QV source application is running in the background. So extract it and then run the program. Here we go. There you have it. So now it's running, and it allows me to connect to each of these connectors. I'll just let it run there. I'm gonna show you more on how to build Google Analytics queries later. But for now, I'm just first gonna show you how it's gonna work. So this is a query I generated with the QV source tool, and this is basically, there's no programming required. You just copy paste this into the application. So first download this, then build a query, and I'll show you more how to do it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the code behind the file. So here's an edit script button. So we go there, and here we will find some code. Don't worry for now if you don't know what it means. It's pretty easy to learn. So we're gonna paste the code in here. So I copy paste it in here, and I'm just gonna comment the old code out. Here we go. Here I pulled it through an Excel file. See, it says temp latitude.xls. You can download that file from the site, from my site. It has, yes, for testing purposes. So now we actually generated a live query, copy pasted it into our application, and then we will go back. So this is all what's required. Now once we've done that, we reload the data, and then you will see that it will update this this dashboard. It will show some different data. I used a different website for this code, so it should show different data. So let's take a look at it and see what happens. Make sure the QV source is running now. Okay, here we go. So the data has been updated. You see it changed a little. I'm just gonna move this one a little bit down. Yeah, and here you see we have we have new Google Analytics data. So let's scroll. Let's look into it. Yeah, here we see the Google map. We see a lot of Greece data. Yeah, Europe. So we can drill down, and we can do everything again what we want. So yeah, so what happened now? So basically we build this dashboard. We have a little load script that runs in the background, and every time we will push this button, reload, it will execute the script and it will reload the data. So that will allow us to build our dashboard, and once it's ready we put it on a portal, and there it will just we will be able to schedule it so it always contains the latest data, which is really cool. So I will show you a little bit about like how to create this own load statement, because that's what you will have to do. So you're gonna have to replace this little code here with code specific for your site. So let's do that. So first we're gonna open the QV source application. It's already open here, and we're gonna use the Google Analytics connector. So double click on it. You see there's already some data filled in. My username, Google Analytics username, my password, and then the feed URL which I already created. So we're going to recreate this feed URL for your site, and then basically what happens is once you have generated this, we will do that through this button. You will be able to go to the connector, refresh the data, and then it automatically generates this load script here, which we'll use. But first we will build the URL. So we will go to the Google Analytics data feed explorer. Now it says log out. I'm already logged in, so normally it says authenticate. Make sure you authenticate, and then you will get access to all your Google Analytics accounts. Now for the demo I used greekhomes.info. In this case the dimensions we are interested in is let's scroll down. I have to scroll down a little bit more here. Latitude, longitude, city, country, continent, and that should do the trick for now. We will add more fun dimensions and metrics later. The metrics now it's still simple. We just use the visits and we increase the results a little bit. Okay, so we're done. We're gonna leave all the other fields for now. Get data and see if we build our URL successfully, and we did. Here we see all the data coming up. We scroll back to the top, and then here you see the URI where we can pull the data from. Copy it, go to the QV source application, delete the old one, paste it in, go to the connector, and then refresh the data. Now it's pulling the data. Yeah, it works. And then it automatically generated the load script. Now we're gonna copy this to the clipboard, and we will open our dashboard again. Go to the button, the edit script button, the code behind the file, and then we're gonna first paste it below, because we need to do some final changes for it to work. So first we need to copy this row number as ID. We need to copy it in. We will use this later in our latest series to add visitor ID data, and then make sure to rename. So we will load it as it will load the data and rename it to a name we can use in the application. Make sure you use the same names I've used above here. So we're gonna use latitude, longitude. Well, city we leave for now because we actually don't use that field. Country and continent. Continent, and then finally the visits. Okay, I'll just comment out the old application statement. Here we go. Let me see, do we have everything? ID, latitude, longitude, country, continent, and visits. That should do the trick. We click on OK, and then we reload. Let's clear the data and then reload. There you go. Yeah, well, obviously we already had the data loaded, but as you can see, it reloaded and it did it successfully. Otherwise we wouldn't see anything. So okay, I hope you enjoyed this series, first part of Google Analytics offline online data integration. In our next video we'll take this one step further and start adding campaign tracking data and even offline sales data. So yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you next time. Bye.